Sports brings you a special edition of the National Football League for this Christmas Day matchup. It's the Colts and the Cardinals, next on Madden NFL 22.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to the Valley of the Sun at State Farm Stadium here in Glendale. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Indianapolis Colts and the Arizona Cardinals. This one fielded at the 5 and taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. Now the first carry for Devin Singletary. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 19 carries, 74 yards, and a touchdown.
And he has 12 touchdowns on the ground this season, so you know he's a big part of their offense. They count on it, not only to score the touchdowns, but now they can play action, fake it to him, throw it out to the wide receivers, get it to other players who can also produce.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. From the gun, it's Lance. Airing this one out for Evans. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. A good kick, 49 yards, just 3 on the return. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. First carry now. This is Williams. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. They'll fake it. Now Tannehill. Flush to his right. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. Off play action, Tannehill. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Here's Tannehill. He gets this underneath to Dobbins. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 24-yard line. Now Tannehill. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by Justin Coleman. And the Cardinals are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7. So cancel the interception, pass interference.
And you know what else gets canceled? The return yardage. Makes the play, but now it's all for naught.
And power running here down to the 6-yard line. The numbers for him from a week ago. 12 carries, 130. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Trey McKinney, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Colts on just 2 plays have taken the lead. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Well, that drive started with not a whole lot of real estate in front of them. In plus territory, excellent field position. 2 plays later, pay dirt. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. As the season winds down and you look at them in totality, you know, the offense has struggled. The defense has been pretty good, so I would imagine the changes this offseason may be more on the offensive side of the ball.
And this is where we always hear the term complementary football, because as you noted, the defense has played well enough for them to win games, and the offense has held them back. So they've got to reward that defense by improving on offense. I don't know if you make a change, a quarterback, running back, tight end, it doesn't matter. Get better players, better system, so they can play to the standards of the defense, and the win column will result.
And for the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on third down. Now Lance. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down. Here comes the Cardinals punter now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. On the return comes Cobb. 6-yard return after a punt of 48. And that will come the offense as they take over. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. Now Tannehill with a little touch pass to his wideout. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Tannehill. Big hold to the 30. And all the way up to the 31-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. And I think he's a guy, if they had let him walk, no one was going to be shouting from the top of a mountain. But he's a good guy. He's a good locker room guy, too.
Good locker room and a good player. I mean, he's a valuable starter for them. And if you just want to start over and maybe bring in someone new, the learning curve might be a little bit big. So it's a good job by getting him taken care of, and now they can move forward.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Tannehill. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. Tannehill throwing again. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Tannehill able to take off and pick up the first as well.
That's something you have to be aware of as a defense and have to find a way to account for him. And if you're not going to use a spy, you're telling your guys to keep your eyes on him, because when he breaks out and makes plays like that, all he does is hurt you.
Have to at least be able to contain him somewhat. There they could not. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. Last play they went over 20 yards. This time they top 30. They'll run with Dobbins. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. One more time with Dobbins. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. From the 4 now, 3rd and goal. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. J.K. Dobbins, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Colts lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and it's now 14-0. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. This one fielded at the 5. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. Meanwhile, Lance's throw going into the hands of Williams. And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. They'll go option to the short side. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
And on this play, the read for the quarterback was the defensive end, and he was totally focused on the quarterback. He should have given it off inside to the running back. Instead, he kept it and ended up taking a loss on the play.
eluding the pressure right. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Here comes the Cardinals punter now as he's on to kick it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
They'll start by running the option to the right. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. They'll fake the handoff. Now Tannehill. He's going to float this one deep right side. A fight for it, and this is caught. It's caught indeed. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. On 1st down, Tannehill. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Able to get there and pick it.
And the Cards will take over here just shy of the 30. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it's a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down with Singletary. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
2nd and 8. Shotgun now for Lance.
That's complete to Disley, the tight end. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
And they'll try and run the option to pick it up.
He's got the 1st down, breaks the tackle, he's got room to run. And down to the 27-yard line. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. 1st down.
Play action, now it's Lance.
Sliding out of the pocket. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth. Yes, and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Throwing now is Lance.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he picks up the 1st down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive continues. The Cardinals into the red zone for the first time. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 15. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helped to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
Now left side on the swing pass. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. They'll look to run with Singletary. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona.
With his 10th rushing touchdown on the year, his 14th overall. And the Cards are on the board here in the final minute of the first half.
The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. A lot of football. Full half to be played. Now the return. Here comes Randall Cobb. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. Here comes Ryan Tannehill now, leading his offense back out there. He's got the lead here in the second quarter. He's thrown the touchdown, but also an interception. As a quarterback, does that interception, even though you're playing well, your team's got the lead, does that always stick in the back of your mind a little bit?
For the best ones, it just upsets them that they did that because they don't think there should be any blemishes on their record. They think that they're way better.
Touchdown, Indianapolis! Michael Thomas, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Colts strike quickly here for 6 points. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And it's now 21-7. Well, the offense wasn't out there for a long time, but they were out there for a good time. One play, and they're able to hit pay dirt. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. He's just been looking for some space. You know, I'm not going to pin it on him or the offensive line, but they need to get this run game going better.
Sometimes you just have to credit the defense. They came in with a plan themselves. So I think now you try and mix things up a little bit. Get the ball in the hands of some other people, find some other playmakers, but always let the defense believe that he's still a threat.
I was going to say, don't forget about it.
No, don't take him totally out of the game.
Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. Lance is throw into the hands of Pittman here. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Here's Lance. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. It'll be a gain of 6, and it'll make it second down. So we come to halftime here with the visiting Colts taking the lead to the locker room. And there you have it. Halftime quickly over. Third quarter, here we go. Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Second half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Colts ready to go to work to start the third quarter. Now a first down throw, Tannehill. Gets this into the hands of N'Keal Harry. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Catch is made by Harry. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A gain there of 30 big ones. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And incomplete on the deep ball.
idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just one target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target in the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him to find him.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Enough takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
No, now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Throwing right when that's complete. And he'll be taken down well before the first at about the 36-yard line. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's 4th down. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
NFL kickers nowadays, they make things look so easy because normally from this range, about 2 out of 3. And this is not an easy kick.
Yeah, 20 years ago, you get where he was in that 50 range, maybe a little over. And it's a big kick, but now we just, if they leave it short, you're like, whoa, what happened? And that's what we have here.
Yeah, you're right. 20 years ago, we were saying run some more plays and get closer. Now we think they're definitely within range, and you're exactly right. When it comes up short, there has to be something that went wrong because they have plenty of leg.
They'll run on 1st down. Singletary. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets them back now for 2nd down.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14.
Here's Lance to throw it.
Throw left side complete. That's Evans. 20. Touchdown, Cardinals. Mike Evans, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals have cut it to within a score.
Well, I mean, Mike Evans has been an elite receiver for some time now. And part of that, Charles, certainly what he can do once the ball is in his hands.
And I think this is what the early proponents of the forward pass were thinking about. Get it to a receiver and have him do some work afterwards in order to create the big play we just saw there.
Extra point tacked on by Lambo. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive 1st and 10. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. They'll go again with Dobbins. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. And quickly they get to the line. Now a play fake, and it's Tannehill. They'll roll him out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And this one is incomplete. And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Give him 4 yards there on the 1st down keeper.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want, but on the defensive side of the ball, you scramble a little bit.
Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. Touchdown. Michael Pittman, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Cardinals are just an extra point away from tying this game. Lambo to add on the extra point. gets him 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Colts getting another possession here on offense. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin. Dobbins hit and he fumbles. And the Cardinals have got it going the other way. So they've got the football and they'll start right on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line.
And that, Charles, you'd have to think a pretty avoidable mistake.
You're exactly right about that, partner, because it all comes down to covering up the football. Look, turnovers are going to happen. They're inevitable. But in a tie game in the third quarter, those turnovers can change the tide of the ball game. And now it's up to the defense to try and bail them out. Got to take care of the rock.
Looking to throw again on second down.
Lance. He'll get this on wide to Singletary.
And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up first and goal.
Lance looking to throw it.
Buying time to his left. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
To throw, it's Lance.
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Something we haven't really seen much of from him, an incomplete pass.
Yeah, last week he finished at 70%. This week he's up over 80%. I don't know how you slow him down. Pass rush is usually the best way because a quarterback on his back usually can't complete a pass.
And not going to be able to push this forward. He runs into a wall right at the line of scrimmage. What a stand so far defensively, and now that's going to bring up a 4th and goal.
Lance to throw for it on 4th down.
He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. A great open field tackle is going to stop him shy of the goal line. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. All even as we get ready to start the fourth. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about, what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And there's so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
And he's going to get this from the 6 out to the 12. A pickup of 6 as they double their workspace.
Charles, when you talk about free safeties, I think one word comes to mind, range. And we saw an example of a rangy free safety right there.
And sometimes all of your best laid plans of play design, your X's and O's, they can't always account for individual effort defensively. And this was one of those times. Just a terrific play to hustle over there and get the running back to the ground.
Play action. It's Tannehill.
Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Tie game, fourth quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. They snap it to Tannehill. No, look at Thomas wide open. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now he's going to go deep down the left side. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive. And these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other and not in a good way. Oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got him? Someone cover it. That type of indecision can open up to even more big plays.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
To the air again, Tannehill. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. Second and goal from inside the 5. Dobbins. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. Third and goal. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on third, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that second down is the time you go play.
Touchdown, Colts! 3 touchdown passes now for Ryan Tannehill, and the Colts have taken the lead. So that's the rookie's first trip to the end zone, and I think it's safe to say one he'll always remember.
Oh, without a doubt. That one is going to be imprinted forever. And nowadays, we're seeing rookies make a greater impact at that position at receiver than ever before. I think mainly because of the sheer volume of footballs that they catch in college.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
The football back in the hands of the Arizona Cardinals. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock.
On first down, they'll start out with Singletary. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Now it's 2nd and 9. They fake the handoff. Now Lance. The toss here completed to Pittman. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. And Lance going to throw.
Flushed out right. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down.
From the gun, it's Lance.
And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line.
Afadi Adenabo
in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game.
So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They face a critical 3rd down now, needing a score here in the late going.
And Lance now to throw. To Evans on the slant. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
He'll look to throw. Well, that'll get him to first down as they get 9 yards out of that quick slant. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath. and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. He's back to throw. And he comes back with one complete. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Back to throw. This is caught by Williams. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
The nice thing is that you've still got all your timeouts, so the middle of the field, that should still be an option, especially if you see the defenders pinching the sideline. You can run a little seam route right here and pick up some nice yardage.
Back to throw. And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute. He continues to show at this level that he can not only pass for touchdowns, he can run for touchdowns.
Not the first time we've seen this, because this young guy, he really makes it happen. So what that tells me is the book on him has to change. You got to now plan for those legs as well as him throwing the football.
So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. Here comes Cobb. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. Indy set to go on offense once more. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play, but if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Throwing Tannehill. And that is incomplete. Thomas the intended target. And it's 2nd down. Here's Tannehill. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. Get ready. So the folks in New York just going to wind up confirming what the official saw as this play will stand as is. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Now Tannehill. And this is going to be caught. He got it. It's a touchdown, and forget overtime. Barring a miracle, they're going to win this thing in regulation. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee and they'll start things out at the 25. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and make it an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone in a cluster. It's that guy that's short of the end zone who comes up and ends up making the play because he goes unguarded. So there's a lot to think about if you're playing defense in this situation.
We'll see if they can cover all their bases. Now a desperation throw deep downfield.
And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play where